Alexander Graham Bell was a man of extraordinary vision and talent. He is best known for inventing the telephone. This invention revolutionized communication. It brought the world closer together. Bell's impact, however, extends far beyond the telephone. He was a dedicated teacher of the deaf. His work was deeply influenced by his family's involvement in elocution and speech therapy. Bell was a prolific inventor. He held numerous patents. His inventions spanned various fields, showcasing his wide-ranging interests. From a young age, Bell displayed a keen curiosity and a passion for understanding the world around him. These qualities, nurtured by his family and education, would drive his groundbreaking work. Join us as we delve into the life and achievements of this remarkable individual. Discover how his inventions shaped the world we live in today. Alexander Graham Bell was born in Edinburgh, Scotland, on March 3, 1847. His family was deeply involved in the study and teaching of speech. His grandfather, Alexander Bell, was a prominent elocutionist. His father, Melville Bell, developed visible speech. Visible speech is a system of symbols representing the sounds of speech. Bell's upbringing had a profound influence on his later work. He was exposed to the science of sound and the mechanics of speech from a young age. This early exposure sparked a lifelong fascination with the nature of sound and its transmission. Bell's education was equally influential. He received a traditional education, attending Royal High School in Edinburgh and later enrolling at the University of Edinburgh. However, Bell was also educated at home, where he was encouraged to explore his interests in science and technology. This combination of formal and informal education fostered his natural curiosity and set him on a path of lifelong learning. Alexander Graham Bell's fascination with sound and speech was evident from a young age. He was intrigued by the way humans communicate through spoken language. He was particularly interested in the challenges faced by the deaf and hard of hearing. Bell's mother was hard of hearing, which gave him a personal connection to this issue. Bell's early work focused on developing technologies to aid the deaf. He experimented with devices to amplify sound and make speech visible. These early experiments, though not always successful, laid the groundwork for his later breakthroughs in sound transmission. Bell's passion for sound and speech was not merely a scientific pursuit, it was driven by a deep empathy for those who struggled to communicate. This empathy fueled his determination to find new and innovative ways to bridge the communication gap and improve the lives of others. Bell's path to inventing the telephone was marked by tireless experimentation and a relentless pursuit of his goals. He was inspired by the work of others in the field of acoustics and electricity. He drew upon his own knowledge of sound and speech to develop his ideas. One of Bell's key insights was the realization that sound could be transmitted over wires using electricity. This realization led him to focus on developing a device that could convert sound waves into electrical signals and back again. Bell's experiments were not without their challenges. He faced numerous setbacks and technical difficulties. However, his persistence and belief in his vision kept him going. He often worked late into the night, driven by the belief that he was on the verge of a major breakthrough. On March 10, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell's tireless efforts culminated in a historic moment. He successfully transmitted the first intelligible sentence over his experimental telephone. The words, spoken by Bell to his assistant, Thomas Watson, were simple yet profound. "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." This momentous event marked the birth of the telephone and the dawn of a new era in communication. Bell's invention had the potential to revolutionize the way people interacted and shared information. The news of Bell's invention spread rapidly, capturing the imagination of the public and sparking widespread interest in this new technology. The impact of Alexander Graham Bell's telephone on society was profound and far-reaching. It transformed the way people communicated, conducted business, and interacted with the world around them. Before the telephone, long-distance communication was limited to the telegraph, which relied on Morse code and required a skilled operator. The telephone made instant communication over long distances accessible to everyone, regardless of their technical skills. The telephone revolutionized business by facilitating faster and more efficient communication between colleagues, clients, and suppliers. It also had a profound impact on social life, allowing friends and family to stay in touch more easily regardless of distance. While the telephone was Alexander Graham Bell's most famous invention, his innovative spirit led him to explore other frontiers in science and technology. One such endeavor was the development of the photophone, a device that transmitted sound wirelessly using light beams. The photophone, patented in 1880, demonstrated Bell's visionary thinking and his ability to push the boundaries of what was considered possible. Using a modulated beam of sunlight focused by mirrors and a selenium cell receiver, Bell and his assistant, Charles Sumner Tainter, successfully transmitted sound over a distance of several hundred meters. Although the photophone was not commercially viable at the time due to limitations in technology and the reliance on sunlight, it laid the groundwork for future innovations in wireless communication. The principles behind the photophone would later be utilized in the development of fiber optics and laser communication systems, demonstrating Bell's lasting impact on modern technology. Section 8. Bell's interest in flight. Alexander Graham. Bell's insatiable curiosity extended beyond the realms of sound and communication. He was also deeply fascinated by the possibility of human flight. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, he dedicated considerable time and resources to researching and experimenting with various aeronautical designs. Bell's interest in flight was fueled by his belief in the power of innovation and his desire to push the boundaries of human ingenuity. He formed the Aerial Experiment Association, or AEA, a group of engineers and inventors, to collaborate on developing heavier-than-air flying machines. The AEA, under Bell's guidance, achieved significant milestones in early aviation history. They designed and built several successful gliders and powered aircraft, including the Silver Dart, which in 1909 became the first powered aircraft to fly in Canada. Bell's contributions to aviation highlight his diverse interests and his unwavering belief in the power of human ingenuity to overcome any challenge. Section 9. A legacy of innovation and education. Alexander Graham. Bell's legacy extends far beyond his individual inventions. Throughout his life, he was deeply committed to education and the advancement of scientific knowledge. He believed that education was the key to progress and that everyone should have access to learning opportunities. Bell's passion for education was evident in his work with the deaf. He founded the School of Vocal Physiology and Mechanics of Speech in Boston, Massachusetts, which later evolved into the Clark School for the Deaf. This institution became a model for deaf education, promoting oralism and the use of lip reading and speech therapy to help deaf individuals communicate. Bell's contributions to education were not limited to the deaf community. He was a strong advocate for universal education and believed in fostering a love of learning in all individuals. His dedication to education reflects his belief in the power of knowledge and its ability to transform lives. Section 10. The Volta Bureau, a hub for deaf education and advocacy. In 1887, Alexander Graham Bell received a substantial sum of money, the Volta Prize, from the French government in recognition of his invention of the telephone. True to his philanthropic spirit, he used this money to establish the Volta Bureau, an organization dedicated to the increase and diffusion of knowledge relating to the deaf. The Volta Bureau, located in Washington, D.C., became a central hub for research, advocacy, and education related to deafness. It housed a vast library and archives on deafness, conducted research on the causes and prevention of hearing loss, and published journals and other materials to disseminate information to the public. The Volta Bureau played a pivotal role in advancing the rights and well-being of deaf individuals. It advocated for early intervention programs for deaf children, promoted the use of sign language as a legitimate form of communication, and worked to eliminate the stigma associated with deafness. The Volta Bureau stands as a testament to Bell's enduring commitment to improving the lives of deaf people. Section 11, Conclusion, Alexander Graham Bell's enduring impact. Alexander Graham Bell's life and work stand as a testament to the power of human ingenuity, perseverance, and a deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world. His invention of the telephone revolutionized communication, bringing people closer together and laying the foundation for the interconnected world we live in today. Beyond the telephone, Bell's contributions to science and technology are vast and varied. His work on the photophone, his exploration of flight, and his dedication to deaf education demonstrate his wide-ranging interests and his unwavering belief in the transformative power of innovation. Alexander Graham Bell's legacy continues to inspire generations of inventors, scientists, and educators. His story reminds us that with passion, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve extraordinary things. His life's work serves as a beacon, illuminating the path towards a brighter future shaped by innovation, compassion, and a deep respect for humanity.